Yo, what's going on everyone? It's Matt here, and I would like to bring you guys to a brand new video. Now, I'm bringing you APA Season 6. Now, before you ask what happened to Season 5, unfortunately during Season 5, I kind of got overloaded with school and just life itself, so I didn't get a chance to record the remainder of the weeks. But this time, I'll try to be consistent, and I'll try to upload all my weeks. So, we got into the APA Season 6. If you don't know what the APA is, it's another battling format league like the MPL, like GBA, like UCL with tierings. So when this draft came around, we got a okay spot. We were fourth, if I remember correctly, fourth or third. I don't remember. It was a while. This was quite a while after the draft, just because this was the only time I was available. So the one thing that was different about this time around, instead of having 11 mons, we got to have 12. The 12th Pokemon was your total Pokemon. So we started off drafting the total Pokemon based on how he placed in Season 5, and I placed decently, so I got to pick a bit later on. So our total Pokemon was Trevenant, your boy representing. So I pretty much drafted Trevenant because it's a good Mon and League format, in my opinion. It can be run many different ways. It can be run the defensive set, it can be run banded, it can be run weird berries. I just think it's overall very good. Now, if you don't know what Trevenant does, just throw on a citrus berry, throw on any kind of berry, and just let the harvest do its work. Move-wise, we'll be running pretty much standard moves most week. Hornleech, Woodhammer, Willow, Leech Seed, Shadow Claw, maybe some variant moves, maybe Destiny Bond, maybe once in a while, maybe Poison Jab. It just all comes down to it. So next up, so when actual draft started, I wanted to start off with something power to assert my dominance. Something that you hate to go up against. So we drafted Celesteela. If you don't know what Celesteela does, it's pretty much just Skarmory, but without hazards and Leech Seed. So Celesteela, throwing leftovers, pretty much can be immortal. Beast Boost is a great ability, especially with its stats. Allows it to, pretty much when it picks up a KO, just increase one of its defenses at most times. And we'll optimize that. We can be ran very bulky wise with moves like Leech Seed and Toxic. We can be run physically offensive. We got moves like Acrobatics and Heavy Slam. We can also be run especially offensive, like moves with Flamethrower. Stat wise, you can just tell by looking at this thing, this is a wall. It's going to wall things out and just stall them. As soon as you walk, grab this. So, next up, I want a mon that can kind of complement both Trevenant and Celesteela by being able to take fire hits, electric hits, and all that. So we drafted Mega Swampert. Mega Swamp. See, we technically did draft Mega Swampert and Swampert due to new rules for this season. So if you don't know what Mega Swampert does, it's pretty much just one of the Swift Swim Sweepers of the world. Once you get rain up, this thing just hurts teams greatly, and unless you're accounts for it, you're not stopping it. We get moves like Waterfall, Earthquake, Outrage if we feel like it, Ice Punch, Superpower, Rock Slide. We get Sleep Talk, we get special variants for when we just want to run a normal Swampert. We get Hazards, we get Phasing. This thing generally can do a lot for the team. Style-wise, you know, I tell what pretty much can do this for, just the physical presence that a lot of teams don't want to go up against. So next, I wanted to draft a mon that can kind of help out Mega Swampert here. So we drafted Tempest Tornadus Incarnate. So I wanted Tornadus Incarnate just because of Prankster. The fact that it can help us out by getting moves set up. It can help us set up Rain Dance. We can set up Tailwinds. We can Taunt. We can just put pressure on moves like Dark Pulse, Sludge Waves, Hurricane, Heat Wave. Just generally do a lot of supportive things the team kind of needed. So as the drafts were going on, I was thinking, what's the next best thing? Well, I wanted Hazards, just because Hazards always good in League formats, and I wanted Fire type both in one thing. So we drafted Heatran. I've experienced using Heatran in Leagues before. It's a good mon. Personally, one of the better mons in League formats. Can be on offense, can be on defensive. We get moves such as Fire Blast, Dragon Pulse, Earth Power, Splash Cannon. We get good moves for just being the wall, such as setting up hazards, Willow Wisp being just generally weakening things. He's generally going to be running as a wall, but we can run him offensive if we want. We can run him defensive with all these weird things. We can even run him scarfed. So next up, I wanted an electric type just to be able so we can get momentum going on with a Volt Turn combo. So I drafted Heliolisk. It came down to either drafting Heliolisk or Jolteon, and I wanted Heliolisk so we can take a mon that can take Scald, which is one of the best moves in the game. Dry Skin always comes in handy. We may run other abilities every once in a while just so we can take advantage of the opponents. Casually, we may be just running Life Orb. And note, this is one of our Z-Mons. Heatran as well, so we get to run any type of Z-Crystal. We may be running weird Z-Crystals coming this week. We can be Choice Scarf, the specs. All depends what we want to run. We get good coverage since we're normal type and electric type. We get moves such as Thunderbolt, we get Surf, we get Signal Beam, we get Dark Pulse, we get Dragon Pulse, we get Glare if we want to run it. Heavy Voice, we can even have screens on if we need it or want it, which that can be useful in some situations. We may run Rain Dance on this thing, or maybe some other weird moves every once in a while, but that's just for the week and the situation. So, Heelless just shift standard fast special electric type, very common. This thing is frail, this thing is just meant to hit teams. So going on, as you can see from this team so far, we really had no hazard removals. So as it went on, we went and drafted Calamari the Tentacle. I've experienced using Calamari before. We're going to be running mostly defensive sets. We may run offensive once in a while. Ability-wise, we most likely will be running Liquid Ooze, just so if someone wants a Giga Drain, Leeching me, they just take the damage for it. We get good moves. We get moves like Acid Spray, which just helps us with bringing down the opponents. We get Giga Drain. We get Haze. We get Knockoff, one of the other best moves in the game. We get Ice Beam. We get Scald. We get Rapidin. We get Toxic Spikes. So next up, I won another form of hazard removal and a rocket in the same time. So we drafted Gliscor. Now we had Gliscor in season 4, if I remember correctly, and he did nice work with Manbat. So, you don't know what Gliscor does, pretty much just bees a big wall. Its ability of Toxic Heal, Poison Heal, makes it a big burn when you run stuff like Toxic Orb. It gets good moves, it gets plenty of offensive moves, can be run defensive most often. Moves like Defog, Roost, Toxic, Sub. If you haven't run through that annoying set, you probably don't know what this thing can do and how annoying it can be. This thing will just generally hurt teams, which that's why we got it. So next up, we wanted that fairy, and fairies were dropping like flies at this point. There weren't many left, but I luckily got the one I wanted, and that was Gramble. Now Gramble is a good mon. Precious here will be doing does a great thing for the team. Gives us an Intimidator, which is always good in League formats, combining it with Volt Turn combo. It's a fairy, generally good, stops dragons, stops dark types, pretty much just stops those choice in dragons. We'll mostly be running leftovers. We may throw a band on or assault vest on every once in a while. We'll generally run moves such as offensive wise, we'll probably run close combat, crunch, an elemental punch, and then play rough. We get defensive moves like roar, thunder wave, super fang, taunt, toxic. We just can do a lot of things with Gramble, I think personally, compared to other fairies that we could have potentially gotten. Now I want to finish up the Fairy Steel Dragon Core, so we grabbed Dragon. So pretty much don't know what Dragon does, can be run many different ways to surprise people. We can be Ruskin defensive with Rocky Helmet leftovers. We can be Sheer Force Life Orb. We can even run Molbeck if we want to, just for something like Levitate Mons, just so we can hit them. Move-wise, we get good plethora of moves. We get Dragon Claw, we get Crunch, we get Aqua Tail, we get EQ, we get Elemental Punches, we get Glare, we get Gunk Shot. We get a lot of things we can use to our advantage in terms of hitting with coverage. Some of these move-wise, more likely he's going to be offensive, maybe. He's most likely going to be offensive or defensive. You'll never see me run a special Judagon. If you see me run that, if you ever meet me in person, just hit me very hard. So next up, I wanted another form of house removal and a good check to fairies, because So since this is Gen 7, Tabus are a thing, and Tabus are scary. So we grabbed Fatal Side, our Skunk Tank. So Skunk Tank just gives us another defogger, gives us a very decent poison type in my opinion. We get a good ability in Aftermath, so if we pretty much get Pokemon low enough and they hit us to kill us, and they're low enough, they go down as well. Move-wise, you'll probably see us running Special a lot, you'll see us running Physical. Mostly, you may see me run defense every once in a while, because it's just what the team needs. We have very averagely balanced around stats, which I think we can use advantage of, because we can run Modest like this, and still be able to hit hard. We can run Adamant if we need to. We can just do a lot of things. Now, as the draft is wrapping up, I wanted personally a fighting type, because a team didn't. I just wanted Pokemon that could take knockouts easier. And in Tier 5, there's not a lot of those. So we got Gerda. Gerda mostly run Eviolite, well, always on Eviolite. If I don't, just hit me again, same with Skuntank. So Gilmore's being Gerda. We get good abilities, we'll mostly be running Guts, because that gives us a status absorber. Move-wise, we get decent amount of moves, we get Drain Punch, we get Priority with Mach Punch. We get Knockoff, we get all variants of Elemental Punches. We get Rock moves, we get just statusing moves. We can do a lot with this thing. Because it's starting the Eviolite, defense gets doubled. So if we run special defensive efforts, which we most likely will, our defense will be even more doubled than it is naturally. And we can take advantage of that. So that is the Season 6 Tennessee Trevenants draft. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. I will see you during week 1 when we go up against a very scary team of Mightykus and the Boston Beedrills, one of the commissioners, who I personally battle a lot. He's a good battler, and I will see you all there. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.